Spain, a land of breathtaking landscapes, ancient castles, and centuries-old traditions. But beneath its beauty lies a darker side, villages shrouded in mystery, abandoned towns haunted by their past, and places where the veil between the living and the dead seems dangerously thin. Some of these villages were erased from the map by war, disease, or fear. Others remain inhabited yet carry stories of witches, ghosts, and unexplained disappearances. But one thing is certain: those who visit these places often leave with chilling stories or never leave at all. Tonight we embark on a journey through the 10 most haunted villages in Spain, where reality and the supernatural collide. Are you ready to enter the unknown? Stay with us until the end, because some of these places are still open to visitors. If you dare, let's begin. 1. Belchite, the ghost town of war and echoes of the past. Our journey begins in the province of Zaragoza, where the ruins of Belchite stand as a chilling reminder of Spain's violent past. This town was once thriving, but in 1937, during the Spanish Civil War, it became the stage of a brutal battle that left thousands dead. The destruction was so total that the town was never rebuilt. Instead, a new Belchite was constructed nearby, leaving the old one frozen in time, and, according to many, haunted by its past. Locals and visitors report whispers echoing through the empty streets, phantom footsteps following them, and the distant sounds of gunfire and screams, as if the battle never ended. One of the most disturbing stories comes from paranormal investigators who recorded a voice in the ruins saying, "Don't go," in Spanish, a voice with no human source. Even those who don't believe in ghosts admit that Belchite carries an oppressive energy. Some say it's just the weight of history. Others believe the spirits of fallen soldiers are still trapped here, reliving their final moments over and over again. 2. Ochate, the cursed village of the lost souls. Deep in the heart of Burgos lies a village that should not exist, a place where disease, disappearance, and unexplained lights have turned it into one of Spain's most haunted locations. This is Ochate, the cursed village. Ochate's history is one of tragedy and mystery. In the 19th century, 3 devastating epidemics, smallpox, typhus, and cholera, swept through the town, wiping out its population. Strangely, the surrounding villages remained untouched. Some believe the town was under a dark curse, while others whisper that something far worse haunted the land. As if that weren't enough, Ochate is also infamous for its paranormal activity. Shadowy figures are often seen wandering between the ruins. Visitors report hearing ghostly voices whispering their names in the wind. And in the 1980s, a local researcher captured a chilling EVP recording of a desperate voice crying, "Who's there?" Some even claim to have witnessed strange lights hovering over the village, leading to theories of extraterrestrial activity. Whether it's ghosts or something from beyond the stars, one thing is certain: Ochate is a place where the rules of reality seem to break. 3. Trasmoz, the cursed village of witches and dark magic. In the province of Zaragoza, perched on the edge of the Moncayo Mountains, lies a village unlike any other in Spain, a place so feared that it was officially cursed and excommunicated by the Catholic Church forever. This is Trasmoz, the village of witches. Trasmoz has been linked to witchcraft and the occult for centuries. In the Middle Ages, the town was accused of being a haven for sorcerers. The legend says that rituals were performed inside the castle, where witches would gather under the full moon to cast spells and summon dark forces. The church, fearing the growing influence of these sorcerers, condemned the village. In the 13th century, Trasmoz was excommunicated, meaning no one from the village could receive religious blessings or burials. Later, in the 16th century, the Archbishop of Tarazona placed a curse on the entire town, condemning it to darkness. Even today, the shadow of this curse lingers. Locals report strange whispers at night, flickering lights in the castle ruins, and the sensation of being watched. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures moving through the streets, and visitors often leave with an unshakable sense of unease. Despite its eerie past, Trasmoz has embraced its legend, hosting an annual witchcraft festival, where modern witches gather to celebrate their mystical heritage. But whether you come for the history or the hauntings, one thing is certain: Trasmoz is a village like no other. 4. La Musara, the village that makes people vanish. High in the mountains of Tarragona lies one of Spain's most unsettling mysteries, a village where people have disappeared without a trace. The few ruins that remain hold no answers, only whispers of those who have stepped into the fog and never returned. Welcome to La Musara. La Musara was abandoned in the 1950s, but stories of strange occurrences date back long before that. Many who visit report dizziness, confusion, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Some claim to have lost hours of time, wandering aimlessly before finding themselves far from where they started. But the most terrifying legend is that of the dimensional portal. Locals believe that a specific spot in La Musara is a gateway to another world. According to testimonies, some people have stepped into a strange, thick fog and were never seen again. In 1991, a group of hikers claimed that they saw a strange, ghostly village appear in the distance, a place that did not exist on any map. Some believe this was a parallel reality bleeding into our own, a glimpse of a world beyond human understanding. Scientists and paranormal researchers have tried to explain these phenomena, attributing them to magnetic anomalies or psychological suggestion. But those who visit La Musara at night, standing in its silent ruins, will tell you something else is at work here. 5. Jafra, the ghost town of cursed souls. Hidden in the rugged hills of Catalonia, far from civilization, lies a place where time has stopped. The ruined village of Jafra may seem like just another abandoned town, but those who dare to visit at night tell a different story, one of curses, tragic deaths, and a dark presence that still lingers. Jafra was once home to a small but thriving community, but something happened that drove people away. Some say it was disease, others claim it was poverty. But the most sinister theory, a curse placed upon the village by a woman accused of witchcraft. Since then, Jafra has been plagued by strange occurrences. Visitors report hearing unexplained noises, whispers, footsteps, and even cries of despair coming from the empty ruins. Many claim to have seen a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness, watching from the remains of what was once a family home. One of the most chilling stories involves a group of urban explorers who camped overnight in Jafra. They woke up to find their belongings scattered, symbols drawn in the dirt, and deep scratches on their arms. Despite sleeping alone, many believe Jafra is haunted by the spirits of those who never left, trapped in the ruins by the curse. Others whisper that the village is still used for occult rituals, a place where the boundary between the living and the dead is dangerously thin. 6. Orador del Bastaras, the village that vanished from maps. Deep in the province of Huesca, hidden from plain sight, lies a village that has been erased from official maps. A place shrouded in mystery where access is restricted and rumors of secret societies, lost souls, and unexplained disappearances circulate. This is Orador del Bastaras, a forgotten town with a sinister past. Originally a quiet village, Orador del Bastaras was abandoned under mysterious circumstances. Some say it was due to harsh living conditions, others claim something far more sinister drove people away. What remains undisputed is that the land was later bought by a powerful and secretive organization that has kept it sealed off for decades. Locals from nearby towns tell strange stories about the ruins, visions of ghostly figures walking among the empty houses, eerie lights glowing in the night, and the sound of chanting coming from the forest. Some believe dark rituals are still performed in the village, and those who trespass risk disturbing something that should remain undisturbed. There have been reports of disappearances, travelers who ventured too far into the village and were never seen again. A few who made it out describe feeling watched, followed by unseen presences, and experiencing sudden memory loss and confusion, as if the village itself was trying to erase them too. Orador del Bastaraz remains a forbidden place, its secrets carefully guarded by time, and perhaps by something else. What really happened here? And why was it erased from history? Some mysteries are better left unsolved. 7. El Alamein, the cursed ghost town of Madrid. Just outside of Madrid, hidden among the rolling countryside, lies a ghost town with a reputation darker than its abandoned buildings, a place where visitors report paranormal encounters, strange noises, and an overwhelming sense of dread. This is El Alamein, a cursed village frozen in time. El Alamein was built in the 1950s under the Franco regime as a self-sufficient agricultural settlement. But what was meant to be a thriving community slowly fell apart. By the 1980s, it was completely abandoned, and that's when the real horrors began. Visitors claim to have heard disembodied voices whispering their names, footsteps echoing through empty buildings, and sudden chilling drops in temperature. Some say they've seen shadowy figures lurking in doorways, while others report being physically touched or pushed by unseen hands. The most terrifying encounters come from the old church, where a mysterious black figure has been seen standing at the altar. Paranormal investigators who have recorded EVP, electronic voice phenomena, sessions here claim to have captured disturbing voices and screams. Many believe El Alamein is cursed, its land haunted by the souls of those who suffered within its walls. But there are even darker rumors that the village has become a hotspot for occult rituals and satanic gatherings, further fueling its sinister aura. Whether it's haunted by ghosts or something even more malevolent, one thing is certain. El Alamein is not a place for the faint-hearted. Those who visit often leave with an unshakable sense of unease. And some say the spirits follow them home.
8. Fuentidueña de Tajo, the White Lady of the Castle.
In the heart of Madrid's countryside, overlooking the tranquil Tajo River, stand the ruins of a medieval castle. But as peaceful as it may seem during the day, locals warn that once night falls, something unnatural awakens. A spectral figure draped in white is said to roam the ruins, a tormented soul forever trapped in the place where she met her tragic end. This is the legend of the White Lady of Fuentidueña de Tajo. According to legend, centuries ago, the castle was home to a nobleman and his beautiful wife. But their marriage was not one of love, it was one of jealousy, rage, and betrayal. Some say the nobleman suspected his wife of infidelity. Others claim he was simply a cruel and paranoid man. One night, in a fit of blind fury, he murdered his wife and left her body hidden within the castle walls. Since then, many claim to have seen her ghostly figure wandering the ruins, dressed in a long white gown, her face obscured by shadows. Some say she silently glides along the castle's edge, staring down at the river as if longing to escape. Others have heard soft whispers and sorrowful wails carried by the wind through the broken stone walls. Paranormal investigators who have visited the site report sudden temperature drops, strange light anomalies, and a feeling of being watched. Some have even captured eerie EVPs, believed to be the voice of the White Lady herself, forever pleading for justice. Is she searching for revenge, or simply doomed to wander these ruins for eternity? One thing is certain: those who visit Fuentidueña de Tajo never leave without feeling her presence. 9. San Sebastián de Garabandal, the village of mysterious apparitions. A quiet and unassuming village lost in the rolling hills of northern Spain became the center of a spiritual phenomenon that baffled believers and skeptics alike. In the 1960s, 4 young girls claimed to have witnessed repeated apparitions of the Virgin Mary, delivering messages about the fate of humanity. But as time passed, darker theories emerged. What if these were not divine visitations, but something far more sinister? Welcome to San Sebastián de Garabandal, the village of mysterious apparitions. It all began in June 1961, when the girls reported seeing a brilliant light followed by the figure of an angel. Soon after, the Virgin Mary herself supposedly appeared, delivering apocalyptic warnings and prophecies. What made these apparitions so unsettling was the girls' unnatural behavior. Witnesses described them walking backwards at incredible speeds, contorting their bodies in ways that seemed impossible, and suddenly dropping to their knees on hard stone without showing any pain. Religious followers believed this was a divine miracle, a message from heaven, but skeptics and paranormal researchers began to question whether something else was at play. Some believed the girls may have been under the influence of a supernatural force, one that was not as holy as it claimed to be. Over the years, strange events have continued to occur in Garabandal. Visitors claim to have seen unexplained lights hovering over the village and shadowy figures moving through the woods at night. Even those who come out of curiosity report feeling a strange energy, sudden dizziness, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Was Garabandal truly blessed by divine intervention? Or was something else manipulating the events in this tiny village? To this day, no clear explanation has been given, and the mystery remains unsolved. But one thing is certain: those who visit never leave without questioning what they truly believe.
Zainta Zugaramurdi, the village of witches.
Deep in the forests of Navarra lies a village with a dark past, a place of fire, fear, and forbidden rituals. In the 17th century, this quiet settlement became infamous as the epicenter of one of Spain's largest witch trials. Dozens were accused of practicing the occult, and many met a gruesome fate. But even today, whispers of ancient rituals, ghostly voices, and strange lights flickering in the caves continue to haunt those who dare to visit. Welcome to Zugaramurdi, the village of witches. It all began in 1609, when the Spanish Inquisition arrived in the village, accusing more than 40 locals of witchcraft and devil worship. These so-called witches were said to gather in the nearby caves at night, chanting forbidden incantations, summoning spirits, and engaging in dark ceremonies known as aquelarres. The accused were tortured, forced to confess, and dozens were sentenced to death. Some were burned at the stake in the notorious Logroño trials, while others mysteriously disappeared, their fate unknown. But the echoes of their suffering never faded. To this day, locals report eerie whispers coming from the caves at night, strange symbols appearing on the walls, and mysterious lights hovering above the forest. Some even claim to have seen shadowy figures moving in the darkness, as if the spirits of the accused witches never truly left. Paranormal investigators who have visited Zugaramurdi speak of sudden temperature drops, feelings of dread, and unexplained energy surges. Some believe that the village remains a meeting point for modern-day occultists, keeping the ancient traditions alive in secret. Was Zugarramurdi truly a place of witchcraft, or just another victim of the paranoia and hysteria of the Inquisition? The answer may never be clear, but one thing is certain. The witches of Zugarramurdi are not easily forgotten. Spain is known for its breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and vibrant culture. But beyond the sunny plazas and lively fiestas, there lies a darker side, a land filled with whispers of the past, restless spirits, and unexplained mysteries. From ghostly apparitions in ancient castles to witches who may still roam the forests, these stories are more than just legends. They are the echoes of a forgotten history.
But what do you think? Are these just old superstitions fueled by fear and folklore? Or could there be something real lurking in the shadows of these haunted villages? Would you dare to visit them yourself? Or do you believe some doors should remain closed?
If you enjoyed this journey into Spain's most haunted villages, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Do you know of any other haunted places we should explore? Let's know in the comments below.